Beat money. Beat money.
What's up, that girl? What's up, that girl? That girl? That girl? What's going on with you this evening? How do you do? Another evening. Another end of the day. And for some, the end of the week.
Money.
My name is Kaazon, and I'm in charge of the K Factor. I'm responsible for it. We're sitting at 61 degrees on a clear night here on the Gulf Coast. Pensacola, Florida is where I reside. As you come in, you know the rules of engagement. Go on ahead, hit the like button, get it on out the way. So you don't forget later on. Sweet, sweet, sweet. How do you do? Little house cleaning.
Beat money.
We almost have to roll with a disclaimer where it reads, the copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. This content is used for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use of the use permitted by the copyright statute that might be otherwise be infringing. All rights belong to their respective owners. That, ladies and gentlemen, is your disclaimer. My disclaimer. Our disclaimer. Come on in, hit the like button. Subscribe if you aren't. Share. Any questions or concern, always can catch me at Kaazon@gmail.com. I repeat, that's Kaazon, Kaazon. Phonetic alphabet, K as in kangaroo, A as in alpha, A as in alpha, Z as in zebra, O as in Oscar, N as in November. At gmail.com. Here's a Cash App attached to this. $, KaazonSr. That's KaazonSr. That'll put you right on in.
money.
That girl is sweet is in the house. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me on a Friday night. I know there's other things you could be doing, but instead, you're at the K Factor. And that's what's up. This background gonna be changing pretty soon. Had to do some work. Come on in, get comfortable.
Beat money.
It don't take all night for this. And like that, that's the end of that. How is everybody doing? We're going to tiptoe over into Dre's connection to this all. We've been knocking them out back to back. Court last night. The ride to work this morning. We were cooking too, man. We were having fun. Kaazon, so you are trying to drag my favorite character in this soap opera, Dre? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, I don't have any reason to really drag Dre. But I do believe the limelight really had digested him there for a minute. His tone changed. Which reminds me, I may want to go in. Gosh, I don't really want to play a whole full call. Not as of yet. But no, I have no intentions on dragging Dre. That's all lot American. Carried on his father's business. He found himself jammed up. Wiggle, waggle. Took care of business. Came on out. Got his life back straight. Participating in his son's life. He trying to, put back a little something for them. Make sure they have. All Nesto camp is trash. Oh my goodness. I wouldn't call them trash. I mean, you gotta understand. Then again, you may want to overstand. That's Nesto's camp. And it sounds like, although I could be wrong, when Nesto bucking, he's not bucking around his people. I don't think he's bucking around his people. I think he get ghosts. You heard what Dre said? Dre said, you know how you is. Can't reach you on the phone. You in Dubai. You in South Florida. You acting like you don't even know me with your new friends. You got new friends and stuff. Dre told him, but I know you. I know you. Hell. At one time, Dre was almost fixing to be side chick's brother-in-law. I like when Dre made the comment of how females will tell you something. No, I've never did this before. I never did that my first time. And then, boy, at darn Dre. No, ma'am, sweet. I don't have no intentions on dragging Dre. However, we're just going to just sit it on the table and see where we go with it. I mean, in my opinion, for a minute there, I heard one of them calls. It sounded like Dre was almost cross-examining Nesto. Now, if he's a secret spy, or if he found more favor in Shirley, not that he tried to hit on her. I know he sympathized with her. He said it out of his mouth. He was Team Shirley. I really feel that Dre is a good guy. I was side to agree with that. He had accountability. He showed responsibility. He handled his business. Dre never wanted Sonya's desperate sister. I didn't say he did. I'm just saying, though, they were teasing around there. Nesto was definitely, we can agree that Nesto was doggone sure trying to intertwine them. Didn't he do so? He was trying. But you're right, that girl, Dre didn't bite on that. Sweet says, okay, we could do that. So yeah, little lightweight for Dre. I do feel like at one particular time, and it was a small timeline block, but yet his tone had kind of changed. Sweet, all of y'all had done, y'all had done boosted the boy up. He has to remember now, he Nesto buddy. And my friend. That Nesto friend. He teamed Shirley. Although he didn't speak a lot, I think he had the same sentiment about Sonya as Dre did. As Dion, sorry. I don't think high of Dre. I've heard his ugly calls. I know what made the female fan club he had there for a minute when he got to talking about how some of these bloggers and them was talking shit. And to look at them and the way that they're physically made up, they wouldn't even be Nesto's type. That's what he said now. I don't know if there was any truth to it. I've heard a little bit of otherwise, but hey, he friends with Nesto, not me. And I know as long as Dre continue on the course that he's on, that day will come where he'll sit back, retire. Maybe he'll maybe he'll gauge another female come into his life. I'll tell you this. I'll tell you one thing I want to know. I want to know who is the person and/or blogger that he had been talking on the phone with, he being Dre, and they're the one that told him he need to go back and make that right from when he said Nesto said he didn't love Shirley Strawberry. He said he had it on his heart and was leaning that way in the first place, but he wanted to run it by Nesto. But the female, whoever she was, she kind of confirmed it. Like, you need to do that. That was wrong. You need to make that right. I just wonder who that was. That girl says Dre might say he's pro Shirley, but I beg to differ. I heard the calls. He was telling Nesto how to use Shirley and a lot more. And see, I didn't get in because there's a lot of long calls between him and Dre. A lot. More than it's like I mentally know some of the things that kind of rub me the wrong way, but I don't have them clipped. I really just did not have the time to really peel through. Them things are hours. But I do have his case up on the docket. The K-Factor Supreme Court will take a look. The justices will take a look. Look like one of them already has. She has a little background too. Sweeten that girl. And that's good. They're not quite in agreement. One is definitely, I think Sweet would be fair to say she's definitely Team Dre. And that girl says she holding out right now. But she heard something that made her feel a little different about him. Sweet says Dre would hold Nesto's feet to the fire. I think he was putting on. I think he was putting on, Sweet. I think he was putting on. Let's see here. Let me take a look at something real quick. Those clips are not going anywhere. So I have them. So let me do this right here. I'm going to put this right here. And Nesto. Let me see, can I eyeball? Might be one or two I can eyeball that I could work with. I know one I wanted to go back will be something y'all probably tired of hearing, and that's the one where the base, the core of the conversation is really wrapped around Nesto and Shirley. But he did tell him he was acting like a little boy. He did get on him pretty strong that way. That girl said Dre didn't hold Nesto's feet to no. Wait a minute. Let me start all over. My fault, that girl. Dre didn't hold Nesto's feet nowhere. He never held Nesto accountable. When he was caught talking about Dre was so dumb, he blamed the blogger. Hold on 1 second. Now, I believe Dre gave him a peaceful way out. Remember, Dre done been there. That's like a university. Prison in some cases is like a university. Everybody hasn't attended. And within itself, it has its own language. It has its own code system. I think he gave him a way out. I think he gave him a way out. That girl said to Sweet, though, remember it. This is why he was no longer favorite. I remember that call. Yeah, he was up there for a minute. And then as I was catching up, by the time I was like, okay. After further examination, Dre was out of the limelight. Y'all, hey, listen, viewing audience, the people that like to chat, y'all some powerful people. You know that? I don't know. I don't know if others want to respect the power of the viewing audience, the ones that are brave enough to get in the chat and express themselves. The ones of us that get in front of the camera, well, we in front of the camera. Hold on, let me see. Let me see. Yeah, there I am. I'm in front of the camera. We take on the hardship for different reasons, though. I have an agenda, and I'm going to use this and can use it, and I'm qualified to use it, of diving into this. There's so many lessons that can be learned and gathered by this whole ordeal. And these folks old. Let's dive in and see where we go.
Yeah. Motherfucker beating down.
This video contains the remaining 2 calls between Ernesto.
I want to get a shout out to Phone Calls for Prison for providing this magnificent material that so many of us is able to break down and dissect and look at the different psychology and the sociology effect that it has on itself and people.
Nesto and Dre on June 28th, 2023. If you
June 28th, June of 2023.
missed the first call on this day, it's in my last video. In the call you're about to hear, Ernesto continues to talk about Shirley's daughter. Take a listen.
Okay, you back?
Yeah.
Okay. So that number that I text you from, you can call that person right there, and she can fill you in with everything. That's the person.
Who is that?
That's the one that hooked you up with the sister. Remember that?
See, right there, Dre was playing dumb. I ain't like that shit. He was playing dumb. He was playing dumb.
Oh, he wanted to say that they ain't gonna be chasing behind no man.
Yeah.
He ain't called yet. Oh, okay. No one mess with FIY said he'll call you or whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
They ain't said nothing. I guess they mad because they ain't called back.
Oh, no, this is a sister, though. This not that sister. This is a sister. I know. But the sister, no, that ain't her. You understand what I'm saying?
I don't know. Okay. All right. You got so much shit going on. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm saying, that's your homie. Hear him out. That's your homie. I can feel like he's a monkey chump. I don't know the dude. But you know the dude. And Nesto said you know his character.
Okay. Well, you know what? Hey.
You don't want me to talk to this person, want me to meet this person, want me to answer. I'm like, okay, I ain't trying to meet nobody. Shit.
You told me that. So you got a lot going on.
Ain't trying to meet nobody. This person did, this person that. Okay, I'm good, dog.
I got it. So that's what's going on, bro. That's the stress. It is what it is. You got to go through more to get to more. So I guess that's what I'm going through. So
That girl doubled up on us. She said, I remember it. Dre ain't shit. He wanted Nesto to use Shirley. Be anti-me. Then play in my face. That's bullshit, isn't it, that girl? That girl came back on part 2 and said, yes, he was playing dumb. They hold Nesto accountable for nothing.
I'm good on it.
This some crazy shit right here.
Man, what you talking about? It is.
It's gonna be interesting to see how you move when you get out.
Here we go.
Well,
Some, in my opinion, some slick shit. It's almost like he watching his homie. I mean, you know what? The honest truth is, shit, Dre didn't have no dog in this fight. He ain't had no dog in this fight. He was gonna sit back and watch Nesto shit fold or unfold like it was a TV program.
Straight to the top, bro. A different whole.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to move when you get out.
Why you say that?
That's right, Nesto. Ask him. You ask some questions. That's a good question, Nesto. You know what? I think that's the third question that I can nod to out of damn near 150 something calls. I just made that number up, by the way. I don't know if it's true or not. It's a lot, though.
All these folks that ain't got nothing to say, trying to put you away, trying to taunt Shirley, you get back up on your feet when folks start need some help. I'm just curious to know, are you going to let them in? Well, you know the reason why I let them in, Dre.
What's it to you? Don't listen. I can't. Oh, shit. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let me tell you what don't do to me. Don't you ask me no question and then turn around, answer the question as if I did it out my own mouth, and then here where it drowns in its sadness, you start responding to the very answer you gave me to your question. If that ain't a bunch of bull, I hate that. I hate that.
Yes, because
I don't use the word hate often. I hate that shit. Hate it.
yes, and I got a plan. I'm not trying to hear all that. I mean, shit. Me personally, I don't know. When I see people against me, I ain't got nothing to say about it no more. Like Rod, I got nothing to say. I'm done. All them folks, when I was down the road, they didn't send me no money, talk to.
Yeah, Dre living just a straight up an American life. It sounds like he learned well from his father. He picked it up. It pays the bills. He make a little profit in the end. Just a regular American dude trying to stay out of trouble. Not looking for no trouble. He's probably one of the only friends that Nesto had where he could say to Dre, hey, listen, let's go to Cancun. And Dre say, bet that up. He got a couple dollars. He ain't no multi-millionaire or nothing. I don't think. I never heard him say. But I think he's comfortable. Sweet says, I agree with you about that dog in the fight part, Kaazon. Mm-hmm. And that girl says, that's fine. Let me hold on, because I know there's a typo here. Let me see, can I just bridge through it? That's fine. That's fine. He had no dog in the fight. So that makes him not. Oh, shit, that girl. Look at that girl. That is a good rebuttal. So that makes him not so pro Shirley. If I'm with you, Kay, I'm riding all the way with you. Say less. That girl, that was a very good rebuttal. That was a fair god doggone rebuttal. It got me on pause for a second. Let me see if Drea helped me out.
About me when I get out, I'm done when I get out. Don't try to come up in my face. I ain't got no rap. I'm done.
Yeah.
We not cool like that no more. Dino, all of we, I'm done. Ain't nothing you can tell me.
Ain't nothing you can tell you.
Now that my lowest is my worst, there's nothing else you can tell me.
Well, that made me.
Nothing else Ron can tell me. Period. With all that shit that he did. Nothing else you can tell me.
Yeah. This is the truth.
I ain't trying to get nothing.
I ain't trying to get nothing either, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you, bro. I'm not trying to.
Who you mad at, Nesto? Who the hell? Who you agreeing? All right, let me leave that alone.
I'm not trying to hear nothing. None of
I don't mind you.
Yeah, I'm not. So, I mean, like I said, I do have favor like I said, I do have favor, and I got to stand on that shit right there, bro. And I stand on what I'm standing on. I got to stand on with kids. I got to stand on with all that. So, that's what it is.
Damn.
Yep.
Shirley's daughter went down there and told them for Sato money now.
Man, what, I'm trying to tell you now.
I don't know what the hell you done to her.
Here we go. Here we go.
All I did is put her ass out, too, because I bust her out and told her them kids didn't have the right baby daddy. The baby.
I want to know, and maybe somebody can help me out with this one. When did Nesto become a DNA expert? How he a DNA expert? I respectfully, on that one little statement he was making, I could question him down on that by itself for about an hour and a half. Who made him a DNA expert?
Period, with all that shit that he did. Then you can tell me.
Yeah, this is the truth.
I ain't trying to get nothing.
I ain't trying to get nothing either, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you, bro. I'm not trying to.
That shit was funny as hell to Dre when he said that. I ain't even lying. I ain't even. Dre laughed at his ass. Dion laughing when he get past the message to Shirley from her significant other, and he wanted to tell her he loved her, and then the boy just broke out in a goddamn laughing spasm. Unbelievable.
I'm not trying to hear nothing. Not at
I
all.
don't mind him.
Yeah, I'm not. So, I mean, like I said, I do have favor. Like I said, I do have favor, and I got to stand on that shit right there, bro. And I stand on what I'm standing on. I got to stand on with kids. I got to stand on with all that. So, that's what it is.
Damn.
Always wanted to ask the religious people, what does having favor, what does that mean? Your favorite for what? Or to do what? Respectfully, I just be wanting to know.
Yeah.
Shirley's daughter went down there and told them for Sato money now.
Man, what, I'm trying to tell you now.
I don't know what the hell you done to her.
All I did is put her ass out, too, because I bust her out and told her them kids didn't have the right baby daddy. The baby daddy, they're not the real baby daddy. Yeah.
How would he know that? How would you know? You talking about some weirdo shit? How would he know? I would share with y'all the second thought that came in my mind, but remember, my wife been working on me many years. She's not trying to muzzle me. She just want me to go to B and C right before I come out my mouth with A. B and C might be more YouTube friendly. But I could throw something in the hat that would make him make that comment right there. Other than that, this boy is not no DNA expert. He's not.
That shit right there, bro. And I stand on what I'm standing on. I got to stand on with kids. I got to stand on with all that. So, that's what it is.
Damn.
Yep.
Shirley's daughter went down there and told them for Sato money now.
Man, what, I'm trying to tell you now.
I don't know what the hell you done to her.
All I did is put her ass out, too, because I bust her out and told her them kids didn't have the right baby daddy.
So let me get this right. He knocked on his stepdaughter's door. What's up, Mo? What happened? You good? Hey, boom! Just bust in the door. Hey, hey, hey! Look at me! Look at me! Look at me! You. Your kids don't have the right baby daddy. Damn it! Now, if I'm over dramatizing that, just tell me, and then lay it out to me how that would have played out with you. How that worked? Damn, Nesto is the man. He a DNA expert. I'm going to use his expression. Wow.
The baby daddy, they're not the real baby daddy. Yep.
Wow. I'm just stunned, man.
Yeah, I think I know I told you that.
That girl, don't you bait me. Why is he so invested about Sheraton's baby daddy? Think about that. He a pervert, Kay. I know where you going. We'll just leave that right there, that girl. We'll leave that right there. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Sweet says, pervert have friends too. Sweet. As sweet as you talk now, I know you're not suggesting birds of the same feather often and sometime flock together, are you?
I know I told you. And guess what my witness is?
Oh, you told me all the stuff that y'all was going back and forth with, and you cussing all that stuff there, but
See, King, listen. No. See, King, I was feeling that. I was finna work with that. Oh, no. You were fine. Oh, man. Okay, I'll let you reroute it.
I didn't think that she would just go down there and tell some folks when you was already dealing with something else.
Yeah.
You didn't go down there and add her stuff on there too? That's cold, huh?
That's what she did. That's what she did, bro. And you know what she told Shirley?
And Shirley know this too?
Yeah, she know all that. You know what she told Shirley? I don't care about nobody but my kids. I'm the one who's going to take care of your goddamn kid when you're trying to abandon them. That shit is crazy.
Ooh.
And
So
Shirley know
right
that.
then.
She know that. This some cold shit, bro. When I say cold shit, bro, that shit, it's like, I don't know. I'm trying to figure the person you just really angry with that I know. That you just couldn't get out your head. That's how I be feeling.
Teacher said you don't have. Yeah. Oh no, because he said he busted, so he boom. You don't have the right baby daddy. I need you to get out. Get your shit out. Huh? You heard what I said. You heard what I said. You ain't got the right baby daddy. Who's your baby daddy? Huh? Who your baby daddy? You know they ain't that boy baby dad. Don't play with me. Don't play with me now. Sheridan, you got to get your ass out. You in the ruggamuffins. Y'all got to get out. You know he ain't that baby daddy. I got another clip of him talking. I got another clip of him. Boy,
That's how I be feeling.
that is strange.
That shit is like,
See, and I can't even role play it correctly because my children are my children. I don't have any stepchildren. My kids are my kids. So I can't even mentally wrap my head around you, him, Nesto, stepdaddy, busting up in his stepdaughter's room as he's explaining this to his homeboy Dre and informing her that she does not have the right baby daddy. if that is not the most bizarre shit I ever heard of in my natural born life.
And then remember she said the demons in there? That's what I was writing her, telling her, you got to goddamn wake up, smell the coffee. Motherfuckers got these masks on now. You can't see them. When I go talk like that, I don't want to hear her, man. I don't. See, but she wanted me to talk to her. Well, I can't talk to her. All she want to talk about is fantasy shit. I can't talk no fantasy shit. This shit is reality.
Nesto, can you speak the hell up some? I don't have nothing else to crank the volume up. Speak up, boy.
What's going on? Yeah, so that when I said, man, you can have them folks, man. I ain't gonna have my. Remember, I said, man, I can't go over there to all that shit no more. You like, man, I ain't tell you everything because I ain't have concrete. Now I have to show it to you on paper.
Now, you know what? You just told the truth there. There's something that came across me today. Dre busted your ass too, by the way. Give me a second as I try to paraphrase it. You was going back to that January. Maybe it was earlier. Yeah, it had to be. It was earlier this month. I mean, no. Sorry. This is June the 28th. Back in January, you hit Shirley up to hit Dre up for you to tell him about the R, and I wonder why you just can't say the words. Oh, I think you know what? Scratch that question. Judges, scratch that question. I forgot. I think I learned that it could be a trigger. Okay. So let me just say the freaky deaky cases you was informing him about before anybody else, or he heard it from somewhere else. Dre comes back and say, well, let me back up. Nesto words it as if those charges just came down on that day and they arrested him on that day. Dre doubled back and went buying that bullshit. So Dre told him, hey, listen, you've been in jail for a couple of months. I've been trying to call you. I ain't even know you was in jail. I ain't even know. I kept hitting your phone up. You wasn't answering. You know how you is. You be out of town. You be everywhere with new friends. Ray cooked his ass. What's up? What you? Nesto thought he is kind of slow. He be coming up with a good idea. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to look for something I can use for an example. It's like he'll discover something next week when it was actually discovered the week before. But he'll come in next week like, oh shit, now I got it. I discovered this. Christopher Columbus looking ass. That girl said, never said what Shirley allowed. I said it's not his business about who her daughter baby is. Shirley learned the true Nesto on these calls, as we have said. Okay, let me back up. I must have missed something there. This is one of the reasons why I am not totally Team Shirley. Okay, do tell. Speak. Hey, sweet. Hey, sweet. You can speak freely over here. And I'm aware of some of the ones that kind of hold Shirley's foot to the fire. In other words, they don't believe Shirley knew nothing, absolutely nothing. And There is a phone call where Shirley was Team Nesto, and I'm going to keep this nice, and not Team Sheridan. Then this is how I found out Shirley was an OG. She said, I told Sheridan not to go down there. They wanted me to come down there. Me being Shirley now. Shirley said, I'm not coming down that joint. You crazy? Finna hear me up in there with all that carrying on. You got a warrant? You ain't got no warrant. You ain't got no warrant? Oh, shoot, then. The hell no, I'm staying at home. Just like when they took a G-Wagon. Yo, Shirley, you want to ride home? Shirley looked up at them po-po and looked over at her car that they were taking. Shirley, hell no, I don't need no ride home. Catch out. Spin the block. Be gone. But this Nesto, in this deep conversation with Dre, and him busting up in Sheraton, I want to use the word, no, I'm not even going to go there, to inform Sheridan that the guy or the men, however you want it, are not, like he on a goddamn, on that little, who's that, Maury? One of them shows, you are not the father. My question, I'll shoot my hand up quick. I want to know, how does he know? And the very thought that the question even comes about, how would he know? Don't make him look no better. I'm just saying. Well, girl says the sweet. Bigger fact, Shirley definitely allowed him to treat her like that. That girl said, you can be with a narcissist 20 years. They are very manipulative, and hard to get rid of. They are master. She said they are masters. In other words, that girl saying they not Rudy poops. They not beginners. She said master gaslighter. Goodness gracious almighty. Now that's what you call lighting the grill right there.
But did you see that I ain't lying to you? So now you see. So there we go. There it is right there. So I'm just gonna wait and see what's gonna go down right now. And she ain't gonna make that. And then I just got witnesses and tapes and all type of shit that can cover my head. I've seen that video of you, kids, all that shit.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You know what?
But what she was trying to say? That she was abusive parent or something?
No, hold up. Hold up, Dre. Hold up 1 second. So you finna ask something that may have some relevancy. It may have some, but not now. What I want to know, Dre, is when Nesto sent you that video of his daughter spazzing out, having a crisis. Some may call it a mental breakdown. When he recorded it and sent it to you, what did you think? What did you say? You still got the cell phone? I'll put Sonya on your ass. I'll put Sonya on you. You still got the cell phone? What's the phone number? Sonya, get him. Get that phone, Sonya. I want to know what he said. Right when the video came in, And he looked at it. Push play. Pooh. I want to know what was the very next thing he said. What did he text back? Or if he called, what did he say? Sweet says, but Shirley has connections that most women in that situation don't have. I don't, maybe I missed something. Let me go up a little bit. Let me see. Mo Girl came in and said hi. And read the previous comment. I disagree because she was with the nigga for 8 years. Oh, was it the ride? Hey, listen, we got in a little deep on that. I'm trying to think. Was it part 2? Wasn't it the second half of the ride to work this morning? And to make the point that I was trying to make, I took them out of the equation. And I used a guy who got a pretty, beautiful, fine, I'm talking about bad, female on his arm. But if he asked her to go in there and jump on the computer, send off an email form, go into the utility company, knock out that bill, double check the car insurance, make sure everything's on point. Even though she's cute, beautiful, and fine, she don't know how to do none of that shit. Okay, you don't like that example? All right, let's go this way. Your daughter comes in and she tells you, my boyfriend is fine. He's handsome. He's built. And he look good. And no kids. He bad. And you dad now, and you talking to your daughter on the phone. Yeah, baby, that's nice to know and everything. I'm glad you and everything. Yeah, Dad, but before you hang up, can you do me a favor, Dad? What's up, baby? What you need? Can you come over here and change my tire? Baby, didn't you just say that nice, handsome, fine brother, thoroughbred sitting up in front of you? He don't know how to change a tire? Daddy, he don't know how to change no tire. He don't want to mess up his nails. Neither, Daddy. Now, my daughters and them would rather call AAA than to call me up with that bullshit, because they know I'm going to be with the shit. They going to hear me drumming, because I'm coming. Oh, I'm coming. They going to hear that sound system drumming. And my daughters and them know, if Dad is playing 3 songs, I'm not even going to mention them. He with the shit. Man, get out the car and at least try. When the lights beam in, just grab the jack handle. Just hold it. Look like you trying. Other than that, you better call an Uber. You got to call an Uber. Well, I use those examples to come to the final analysis that could have been a weakness for Shirley. I'm not a woman, and I'm not as old as she is. So whatever her type is, and she's meeting him through a mutual friend, whoever that person was, Renee. I don't believe it was Steve Harvey. I don't. Could have been. I don't think so. Allegedly? No, not at all. Okay. I don't know how she got around his talk game. That's why I think Shirley kind of like was like, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna just see where it go. I'm gonna see where it go. I think she just jumped in and and whatever it jumped for 8 years. Shirley doesn't come off to me to be the type to just outright play the radio. She doesn't come off to me to be that type, because he was talking, he being Nesto, he said to Shirley, it ain't like I'm one of those. Imagine if I was one of them drunk men come in and cussing and making the dishes and I'm acting up and everything. Shirley said, well, if you were, then you wouldn't be my husband. And then she put on a nice little laugh, but she did let him know. That's the reason why I say Shirley don't cash no wooden nickels. Or if she had 32 radios in her house, she don't play not one of them. Not one. That girl say connections are not always the answer. Narcissists use strangulation and their victims, and they study their victims like a book. This is a personality Nesto has. This personality thing that Nesto has is dangerous. They isolate. Hold on one second. My thing is in the way. They isolate them and get them, I guess, basically to themselves. Yeah, I got you. They isolate them and play games, play mind games. Then Sweet said, but she didn't have to put up with Nesto's shenanigans for 8 years. That's kind of what I was saying. Mo said, that's deep to that girl. Sweet said, who wants to listen to Nesto talk? You got a good point there. For 8 years. And then that girl says Shirley is in a different age bracket. And let me thumb this down. Shirley's in a different age bracket that believe that the man is, yes. There you go, that girl. She has an old school setting to her, right? Head of household, Nesto picks his victims, and he has a mastermind at it. And he's a mastermind at it. I can't give that boy that much credit, man. I can't give him that much credit. I mean, no, man, because there's too many calls where he didn't know they were being recorded, let alone, well, he knew they were always being recorded, but you know the point I'm making. He didn't know that they were going to, get out to us. So we get a chance to hear him and Sonya and Shirley and Lamont and Drake. We get Dion. We get to hear everybody in their natural. Giving a little bit of weight to them knowingly that they are talking over a jailhouse device, phone, ECT. Sweet says, she's not that much older than me. I was married for 30 years. Man, that's what's up. And never put up with that shit. Okay, 30 years. God, oh, Sweet, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up right there. That's what's up. Okay. Let me see what Mo said. Sweet, you are 100 on that. I feel she stayed because of her age and standards. Sonya suggested that. Didn't Sonya not say that, oh, she too old? I got a clip of it, of her talking about, yeah, she too old to be out there in the market shopping. All right. Know how she talk.
Bro, the daughter, the older daughter, she was mad at Shirley told me, his thing.
I wish he would have finished that story. God, dog, I wish he... Damn, Dre, why you didn't bring him back?
Started doing my investigation on her myself.
I'm sorry to hear that, Sweet. You understand. I'm sorry to hear that. I truly am. Me and my wife we be going over, like we be arguing. Like I tell my wife, well, I'm a little older than you. I done, worked, goodness gracious, ever since I was before I was 13, but my mom took me down and got my social security number active at 13. I was filling out an application, catching chickens at about 2:00 in the morning, from about 2 a.m. to about 6:30, close to 7. Catch a ride home, shower, get dressed for school. I think I was like in junior high school, then go to school. That's what's up, sweet. Hey, Ms. Clark. Let me see what Ms. Clark had to bring in. Wait a second here. We ain't in no hurry. Ms. Clark, she was determined to make her marriage work with earning because she felt that she put her career first while married to Mr. Strawberry, which caused that marriage to fail. Okay. I told them, folks, I said, I have the most multi-talented chat throughout the YouTube kingdom. I do. I like that there, Miss Clark. I like that add in. I like that so much, I'll make a note of that. So I'll have it in my mental. That girl said, I'm a registered nurse. That girl, remind me to come back to that. I'm so darn. I hate you kind of mentioned that because I wanted to make a point about something. Remind me to come back to that. Now I'm going to read your comment. I'm a registered nurse. Did many research on personality disorder. Nesto is everything I said he is. He has no empathy for no one. It's deeper than what people could understand. He's not smart enough to have a personality disorder. Come on in, Vic. What's been up, Vic? What's been up? It's been a minute. Come on in. Come on in. And add in if you see fit. Miss Clark came in and just kind of took the air out the room for me. I didn't never think about it that way. Not quite that far. Well, girl says, Sonya show did say Shirley was old and she needed to retire. She most certainly did. Because if her voice goes, she's done. Then she spoke on the dock when he got in the accident and he started writing. Yeah. Wait a minute. There's something else you said in there. I wanted. What? Yeah. She did. She did say she needed to retire. I didn't ever think about it as far as because if her voice goes, she's done. I never thought about it that way. I know I love to hear that woman laugh, man. Oh my goodness gracious. There's not a lot of people that has that effect on me. But Shirley Strawberry, when she's straight out, like if you was a dude and you was out on a date with Shirley and you heard her laugh one time, I promise you, you'll try to keep that shit going. That's how beautiful of a laugh she has to me. I don't see Nesto with a personality disorder. I'm struggling with that too, sweet. I mean, let me see if y'all will agree to this. Let me see if you agree to this. A dumb person is just dumb. Hold that in your left hand. A crazy person, on the other hand, normally has some type of I don't want to say they're academically inclined. I don't want to use it that way. They normally have a bright light that's to them. But the part that makes them crazy is the fact that they misuse it. You understand what I'm saying? That makes some sense. You don't have to be smart to have a personality trait. Hey, listen, that girl, this gives me the opportunity to make a point. There's something that I absolutely cannot stand, and I would not do it. I'm almost on the borderline of was about to do it now. Me, Kaazon, over the K factor. I'm a historian, genealogist. I consider myself very up there in my scholarship in dealing with religion. I have a love and respect for the science of jurisprudence, which some may mistakenly call law, kind of, sort of. Those are my field of study. I'm not fixing to be going up on no nurse. And a nurse says a normal body temperature is fill in the blank, which I don't even know. I don't know. I know if I see that thing flick over to 100, I know I got some issues going on somewhere. I'm not finna get in with some vascular surgeons with an opinion. The nurses and the doctors are sitting there and they're conversing over whatever the inner side written in Latin word for your heart. And I'm going to come in as a historian and then give them an opinion. The hell? But I am struggling that he has a personality disorder or trait. The trait I can't argue with. I have to respect the word trait. Okay? Because that's within your gene pool. I just feel like that boy too dumb and too slow. I believe, although I could be wrong, he do what a lot of other people do. He uses looks, his height. You hear him bragging on his pencil, which by the time he get up out of there, he might not have no lead left in the pencil. But that's his pencil, not mine. Nevertheless, though, I think it's more of a physical attribute that kind of works in his favor, more or less than him sitting down, having a conversation with them, and he's able to converse back and forth, outthink the person in the conversation to the point to where he can manipulate them. Now, with that being said, I heard Sonya being interviewed by a blogger. Even though she blocked me, that's my girl. That's my girl. And she made me laugh with that fish picture. She made me laugh on that fish picture. When she put Sonya up against that fish, I was done. It's a wonder I made it this far. That's what made me come up with this. V. Lenore was interviewing Sonya. And she mentioned something to Sonya that I didn't think of, really. I'm a talker. I could, back in my day, I could converse back and forth on many subjects too, right? V. Lenora put something in the psyche of my mind that I didn't think about. And she was speaking to Sonya on the fact that Nesto would let Sonya do all the talking and he would listen. Now that girl, now I'm ready to kind of lean a little bit closer to your way now. If that is the case, now I do see a window where like he's gaining intelligence to be able to know how to use that gathered intelligence in his favor. And if that's true, and that was a very, very good point V. Lenora brung up too. Very good point. Very good point. Oh, my girl too, man. Oh, V. Lenora. Man, V. Oh, V. Man, somebody ring V up. Tell her the K Factor said, man, let him back in. I just answered her question truthfully. We went over it earlier. And I still stand 10 toes down on it. There's nothing nobody can do about it. Nobody never did it. And Trump said that on behalf of our people. No Obama, no Clinton, no Carter. The closest one that maybe got closer to it, Abraham Lincoln. And I stand on that, V. Y'all give me a second. I'm doing a commercial break and a plea to V. Lenora for just a second. V. Lenora, when that man got up there and reminded America that the 14th Amendment was for the American Negro, American descendant of slavery, FBA, foundational Black American, even though I run from the word black, because that's a lie. You're not black. You're not a color. It's not an identifier. It's an adjective. It's not a noun. 14th Amendment was for that group and that group only. And never, ever should allow all these people with pimples that wear glasses, don't know their left arm from their right arm. They don't know if they're a boy or a girl. They struggle if they're a cat or a cow. All these people that came up through the 14th Amendment and utilizing it as if it's theirs, and it's not. And I stand on that, V. Lenora. I stand on that. He did that. It's just the sad part about it was, as I bring this little quick V. Lenora thing to an end, back to Dre and Nesto. The only problem we had, V. Lenora, is I'm not up there on. Me, the K Factor. I would have knew what to do with that. I'd have had y'all straight. If he said that on Monday, I'd have had y'all straight by Wednesday. We don't have no leader right now, V. That's why we didn't have nobody to pick up that thing and run with it. Could have ran with it. We could have been doing our own thing. They do their thing. We working off of that. A sitting United States president said that on open camera, mic in front of everybody. And nobody from the NCAA, oh my God, NAACP. I'm a big college football fan. What can I say? Nobody from the Black Caucus. Nobody jumped on that. And I think they missed something that they didn't. Anyway, back to Dre. Thank y'all.
Going back, talking to Kim, and started talking about her mom and trying to figure out what happened to her. What's really wrong with her? And I didn't know she was bipolar and schizophrenia at the same time. I didn't know that shit. You see what I'm saying? So when she moved out there, my other daughter convinced me to go, oh, Dad, you got to give her another chance. I didn't want to fuck with her no more after I dealt with her dealing with Ebony at that time. I didn't want to deal with that shit no more. You see what I'm saying? But I let her convince me, this your daughter, you should do this. All right, but I didn't fuck with them like that. But I got a rude awakening. Once I woke up, I said, man, I can't fuck with you like that.
Trey, you actually sitting there listening to your homie talk about not fucking with his own child? Is that what's going on there? Okay.
I can't trust you in my house, though. You sitting around? Because I went through all that with my with Dion brother, with that gay shit, talking to mother behind my back. See, that was just one time for me.
Right.
I can't handle that shit right now. So, no, I'm trusting my house. You can't stay with me. You can't do nothing. I come out and support you, but you can't stay with me. So she got mad and all that shit. So I don't give a fuck. All online. I hate you and your wife. She was doing all that shit. I'll tell you about all that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, she was doing all that shit. Shirley.
What Shirley had to do with that? I always wondered that. Right there, I don't know if Nesto lying, telling the truth. If he is telling the truth, I want to know what was the issue. Why so much hate and hostility against your wife? I could speculate what her issue might have been with you, Nesto. Unless, no, I ain't even gonna go there.
Yeah. So, instead of going out of town, could you call me, go to the police and talk to? I don't want to do that. When I finally did it, when she then stayed out there at the goddamn Eddie Murphy house for a week out there getting high.
Eddie, Nesto on an open phone line talking about you, homie. You might have to go back to Delirious on his ass. You got to have a J.O.B. if you want to be with me. Huh? Eddie, Nesto bringing your name up on this.
A whole fucking week. I just snowed and whatever they were doing.
How you know? If you wasn't there, how you know what they were out there doing? Was you somebody peeping in the window? Huh? You peeping in windows? How you know?
Mm-hmm.
Come back.
Nesto know a lot to know nothing.
And when you want to come back. No, you can't come back in this house till your mama got down and come back home. That's when she blowed on me. Yep. Started talking mad shit. And I recorded that too. Guess who was right there with me? My other guy in the intercall name.
Well, your ass police. You an undercover cop. That's a lot of goddamn. What is all this recording? Okay. Let me ask it better. What is all this record gathering? What were you getting ready for? Who are you trying to discredit? Dre, why you didn't ask him those questions? You asking him about the kids and the dogs and shit.
The other guy, I want to say, you know him. So, yeah, standing right there the whole time. Because I don't trust them kids at all. Because they don't know what that shit brings. So, yeah, but this whole time, that's what all that was. And then his thing, her real daddy came up here last year just to see her, and the bitch went in and answered the fucking phone to see his own grandkids.
How would you like if somebody was calling your daughter out their name? How you gotta be calling you? It's so unnecessary. What's that? How you feel? All right.
Yeah, he might know what's in his life, but shit, them motherfuckers on their deathbed, and he changed. He said, I don't want to see my grandkids, and I'm sorry. This Shirley Strawberry husband. It was last year. Shirley heard about that. Well, she know I forgave him. Why she can't forgive him? Everybody ain't you, man.
That what you hoping Shirley do for you?
Yeah, but I was definitely know what I had.
That's okay. I see what you're trying to hook up there. Okay. Y'all, if he ran into Shirley, if he got out tomorrow, no, Monday, ran into Shirley on Tuesday, you think he'll have a chance to get back with her by Wednesday? What y'all think?
Yeah.
Nesto said, yeah. He just did.
So, and when did she come over? I mean, let her ass stayed in the house with us last year when she had nowhere to go. And I'm seeing strange shit coming to the mailbox and another person named Shirley getting mad at me thinking it's another bitch. Oh, what? You know this woman? I don't know these people. Couldn't find it was her sending mail and somebody else name over there. She's somebody else. That shit was crazy to me, bro.
Trying to get Shirley to think that you messing with somebody else?
No, she was doing some.
God, Dre, can you is. Dre, stop listening to respond. He normally don't, but he articulated that okay. That's not what he said. The hell wrong with you?
Other shit and changing their name so she can get some other shit going on. Trying to beat
Right.
dealing with some old Africans and shit. So I'm saying to myself, damn man, this shit is fucking crazy to me. Tell Shirley a month to really see what the fuck I was talking about till she finally broke down. Because she kept coming by there trying to see if she get mail. I was just intercepting the mail because I'm seeing it.
What you was looking for? What you were looking for? You hey boy. Hey, you may want to make a deal with them to kind of bleep that out. But now you flirting around with the federality now. You know that, right? You intercepting the mail. What you was up to? What you were looking for? I wonder.
Didn't believe me until she got busted on. So anyway, so now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get this seven up so I can pay this man. And this one I'm gonna tell you why, because I cannot be guilty because it's gonna fuck with my lawsuit. So I got two. I got it for the county and the city. So if I'm found guilty, I won't get shit. You know what I'm saying?
If you found guilty, you won't get nothing.
No, because it won't be false imprisonment. You know what I'm saying? It's gotta be false imprisonment.
Oh, so they already know what you're doing.
Oh, they already know. I done cranked this shit up. Been cranked this shit up. I got a documentary, everything I done did. Yeah. I ain't lying to you. I got it together, bro. I'm not sitting here playing. I already got documented everything I've been saying for the past 12 months. It didn't happen. So, it is what it is. So that's where I'm at, Cleo. Sorry to interrupt your week.
Listen, yeah, I'm good. We got other shit going on. That's how I guess.
Yeah,
What? Speak up, Dre.
that's it. How about yourself? What you got going? You all right?
Did you just not hear him? What is wrong with y'all two? He just said he got a lot of others. All right, I'm getting out of it. I'm gonna get out of it. Where the play button at? There it is.
Yeah, I'm good. The doggone basement flooded last week. Shit, dealing with that. Damn commode overflowed. Flooded the whole goddamn basement.
Damn.
All the goddamn water down there.
They did it on his own? Pipe busted?
The commode flooded, and then had to do with my park. Yeah, the commode flooded. Overflooded while I was going to work. I didn't notice that I got that.
Damn. You had to call them folks out to get all that water and shit up.
They doing that now. Fans down there, they dehumidifying. They got to cut the carpet. They got to move my office. You got to file the claim through the insurance company. I do all that shit right there.
Damn. You don't think no more done set in, is you?
They don't check all that.
Okay.
They did all that.
Damn. I know you own that shit. I know you own it.
The bottom of the furniture wet, so, they're trying to get the estimate together and all that shit there just, I go down there and try to work. There's that smell down there that just treated this morning, so all them fans running, So yeah,
Damn.
it's trying to dry it out. Yeah. Let's see, the water was running with from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 4 days on there, yeah.
Damn.
All my paperwork running, boxes wet,
Wow.
like a crack in the commode. It kept trying to fill itself up. There was a crack on the bowl, kept trying to fill itself up, and the water coming through that crack.
Damn. Well, all I know is I'm going to keep strong. You keep strong, brother. Talk with you soon. Everything be just fine.
All right, so you said you ain't going to talk to Shirley until you get out?
No, I'm going to talk to her, but I'm going to wait till the 13th. I'm going to wait till after that because, see, I got my proof. You know, I'm going to show, you know, here you go. This is what I went through. No, this is what these folks took me through. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I need you to just read it. I ain't got to make this shit up because I got every statement. I got everything. That's called discovery. So I got everything. Anything somebody in a complaint room, after you get indicted, you got all your emotions. You can see what everybody's saying about you. Who's snitching
Right.
on you, ain't snitching on you, all that. So, you know, well, you've been out the game, so you don't really know no more. So I get that. So, but anyway, yeah, but I just want to keep you up to speed what's going on so you know. I'll chat back with you.
How Dion doing?
I talked to him, they talk crazy, motherfucker. It's hot. It's hot. I mean, you sound like a fucking bitch, man.
God, dog, boy. Your son? That what he sound like? Let me get this right. Let me see. Let me make sure I understand. Hold on. Let me sit my ass up for a minute here. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Let me make sure I understand this correctly. Your son once told you, before or after, that he told your girl, according to your girl, that being Sonya, that she was talking to a married man. He did not trust her, and she's a bitch. I. Now, you're on the phone with your homie. He asked you, have you talked to Dion? You could have just said yeah or nay. Instead, hold on. Let me let you do it with your own mouth.
I ain't got to make this shit up because I got every statement. I got everything. That's called discovery. So I got everything. Anything somebody in a complaint room.
They can give you mostly everything. They can withhold a few things, sir.
After you get indicted, you got
It's called the element of surprise.
all your emotions. You can see what everybody's saying about you. Who's snitching on you, ain't snitching on you, all that. So, you know, well, you've been out the game, so you don't really know no more. So I get that. So, but anyway, yeah, but I just want to keep you up to speed what's going on so you know.
Hold on, before Dre acts. Sweet said, I agree with Dre. Nesto never loved Shirley. He took advantage of the opportunity to marry her and come up in a status because of Shirley Strawberry status. And he was too dumb then. Shirley told him she had status. That shit went right over that boy's head. It went right over his head. Whew. Gone. That girl said, why is Nesto worried about Sheridan when he met Dion when he was 13 years old? Why is he so invested in this lady's daughter? That's a good question. Ms. Clark said, not at all. I don't know what that was attached to, Ms. Clark, but listen, I rocks with you. Wait a minute, I missed something. Hold on 1 second. Let me just thumb this thing down. He ain't say that to Dion. I know you know he. Boy, you seen Dion take control, shut him and Sonya up at the same time. That girl said Shirley continued to pay for Nesto because she didn't know all the mess he was doing. That's cause these calls were not out yet. Right. Because this is June and the calls didn't come out to September. I got you. I got you on your I see your correction. No problem. I know how it is. I'll always try to read through it. Mo Girl says, serious question. Why would they have to continue to put money on the phone if he already had cash on there? I don't know, Mo. I don't know. I don't. Didn't I tell you? I will keep it 100 with you. If you ask me a question and I, honest to goodness, don't know, I can't even come up with some suggestions. My answer is I don't know. I really don't. Let's let Dre ask him the question about Dion. Let's see how let him do his thing.
I chat back with you.
How Dion doing?
I talked to him. They talk crazy, motherfucker. It's hot. It's hot. Man, you sound like a fucking bitch, man.
It's hot.
Man, it's so hot. It's so hot. I said, man, you sound like a fucking bitch, man. Man, when you talk to me like that, nigga, I said, man, because you know what? This is how, man, you fall out. You talking so goddamn fast. So I'm going to forgive you for that because I talk fast. You got some of the goddamn traits right, guys. So I'm going to forgive you on that. You just acting slow, nigga. I said, no, I'm not. I'm just in the jail where I can't talk the way I want to talk. And they use everything you say against you when you talk.
Hold on, Nesto. My chat a little bit more. Well, girl says, if y'all remember, Lamont and Shirley would be like, don't hang up. It takes time to put the card info in. Yes. Dion used to send her cash for his, time to call. Well, girl, you my girl now. You ain't finna have Sonya on my ass. How much money did Dion send Sonya to put on those books for him? I'll go ahead and give you my answer. Hold on. Let me do it this way. Just in case I'm wrong. It'll still be a record. I'm gonna just put it in the chat. I'm gonna just put it in the chat myself. That's how much money he sent her, according to Sonya. And he borrowed $10 from Sonya that he didn't ever pay. So that's $20. No, that's 10. That's 10. Miss Clark, you asked a question about if Ernie will be successful in reclaiming Shirley. And I answered, not at all. Thank you so much for clearing that up for me, Miss Clark. Appreciate that. I sure did. And that's the answer. Not at all. All right. Then let me see. Let me cruise back up here just a tad. That girl said, Nesto, do you know what your two daughters said about you? Soon the world will know. This is why you allow that videotape to leak out. That girl says, Dion has always tried to tell Nesto about Sonya. But no, because, listen, love will do that to you. They were trying to warn Shirley about Nesto. Were they not? Were they not? Yeah, they was. Mo says, Dion sent Sonya at least $40 in $10 increments. Oh, okay. Hi, K Factor Chat. Hey, Miss JJ, what's going on with you? Late, gotta run it back. Say less. Mo says he definitely did pay that $10 back. I thought it was at least 40, but I ain't always right. Mo, hold on. You might be right, and I might be wrong. I'm gonna just say $10 for me. You might be right. I'm the one that could be wrong. I'm just going by the case evidence. I never heard anything but Sonya clowning with Nesto about a damn $10. Then it's like I want to add another 10. It's I think he owes Sonya $10, and then he actually sent her $10. You know what? I tell you what I'm gonna do. Because now I want to know. I want to be a little sure. I'm gonna make a quick note of that. The $10 Sonya and Dion. All right. Yeah. Well, I'll see what I come up with. Dion was being respectful of his daddy's choice, but then he saw the real deal with her. Oh, I know he did. Lamont did too. Lamont was just with the shit. He was with those shenanigans with her little loose self. Sonya's so loose. That girl loose. All right, go ahead.
The right way.
Correct, right.
You know what I'm saying? But in his mind, I'm talking soft. And I'm not direct to the point. I got to get direct to the point. I said, all right, man. There ain't no problem. But he don't.
Bro, y'all on a time frame. You better get straight to the point. You want to get straight to the point. Dion right. All that damn fluff talking.
No, I had.
Dion not Sonya. Talk that shit to her. He wants you to come straight out the goddamn shoot. Whoo!
My little set up with my other folks, with his sisters, and he didn't know that. I ain't telling that because
that is why Dion called her cheap, because Sonya didn't add the cash before he sent it. Now we're getting closer to the end of that part. Yes, we are. On that part, with that $10, yeah. Ms. JG said, also, Dion was on a call telling Nesto he put the money on the call, and Nesto better keep talking to run the money. Yes, he most certainly did. He most certainly did that too. Sure did.
You can't handle that type of responsibility. So you got them kids make you grow up. So she got a kid, and she been handling her business. Her baby in college, 2 year college. He don't understand that part. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Hold the hell up 1 second. Hold up. Did he just give Sonya's son and her children some credit, i.e. the boy, because he's in either a 2-year college or he's been in college 2 years? Pick one, choose one, don't matter. And he's making a comparison. Hold on. I don't want to do the man wrong.
I said, man, because you know what? This is how, man, you fall out. You talking so goddamn fast. So
well, girl. Point blank, Nesto did not keep it kosher docile.
forgive you for that, because I talk fast. You got some of the goddamn trust right guy, so I'm going to forgive you on that. You just acting slow, nigga. I said, no, I'm just in the jail where I can't talk the way I want to talk. And they use everything you say against you when you're talking the right way.
Correct, right.
You know what I'm saying? But in his mind, I'm talking soft. And I'm not direct to the point. I got to get direct to the point. I said, all right, man. There ain't no problem. But he don't know I had my little set up with my other folks, with his sisters, and he didn't know that. I ain't telling that because he can't handle that type of responsibility. So you got them kids make you grow up. So she got a kid, and she been handling her business. Her baby in college, 2 year college. He don't understand that part. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah. Well, that's all. That's it. I'm going to let it fly. We're going to see. This is a hell of a book I got to play. Hell of a book. Hell of a story. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
How many of y'all can't wait to buy the Nesto book when it come out?
I mean, I like this one. So
Yeah.
that's it. So I ain't gonna call into it after.
Mo girl, I thought so, but because it's not sitting just center mass in my brain, I thought he dropped out too. But what do I know? It could be absolutely nothing.
After the 13th, see what we really going. But we text. I don't talk text. I don't talk that much.
Yeah. They charge all the texts too?
Yeah, it charges a text. Every time she texts, it's I think it's 25 cents, and it's free for me to
Damn.
text back. Yeah, yeah. So
25 cents for a text.
yeah, 25% for a text. But that, yeah, and then look at shit crazy, man. It's 5 cents a minute just to even look at a picture somebody sent you. So that shit add up so fucking minute. You don't realize how
5 cents a minute?
5 cents a minute, sir. 5 minutes cents. That
If
shit
somebody
add up
send
so
you a
quick.
picture on your text, somebody
Yeah.
making some money. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. They're making money out of this shit. This shit, man, this is technology right now where motherfuckers can get you fucked up. So they're going to get their money regardless, any kind of way. Ain't no more free calls. They just talk that.
Mo girl said, what? Didn't Tomaz drop out? Miss JJ said he sure did and never gave his kids any accolades. That girl followed up and said, Sonya lying ass admitted her son dropped out of college. Then Miss J came back and said, right, he dropped out, then went back in 2 weeks and got his master's. You know what? I'm a stay in a rookie's place. I'm not even gonna dare ask how he pulled that off. I can't lie. I would buy the books and wait a minute. I can't lie. I would buy the books and we would pick it apart having a ball. Oh, you would buy his book and then pick it apart. Okay. Ms. J said though, I'm only buying the audio book if you're narrating it. Oh, that's what's up.
Monday. So I can't call it free no more, none of that either. So all this shit is just stopped. So it's just time for me to get on out of here and go on, do what I got to do. But I mean, you curious how I'm going to move? It's a whole different way. I can tell you that right now.
You gonna have?
Oh, I give it. Look at Nesto. He remembered Dre's original question. It was really more of a statement. Dre told him, I can't wait to see how you're going to move when you get out. And if you're going to still kick it around the same people that act like they're not down or with you now. Look at Nesto. Okay.
Have to.
Yeah, whole different way. And
You're gonna have to.
You talking about a person just everything got to have a fine tooth comb and everything. I had that, but right now my comb got to get real small now. Can't get one of those
Right.
small combs that you can't comb an afro with. Yeah, that's how thin.
Right.
That's how thin this motherfucker.
Yeah, you're gonna have to, because if they doing all this to try to set you away and take a year out of your life, yeah, it can't be no anybody that mean you no good cannot be a part of your circle. Period.
Not
Period.
at all. Not
Period.
at all.
It's not doing what you got to do, dog. I'm gonna holler at you. I got to go. No, I don't have it. Simple as that. I'm out of here. I'm gone.
I'm gone.
Because if they watching, that's what you gonna watch me do. You gonna watch me going on about my damn business.
That's it. That's exactly what we're gonna do. So.
Get myself situated. Get my paperwork right. Get tight, and just live my goddamn life and eat good and fuck them folks and ride good and let them look.
I love you, brother. You gave a great motivation.
With they looking ass. With they looking ass.
Okay.
No, you got to do that. Well, you know what? He acts funny, so he don't act like he know. I mean, what's wrong with him?
Yeah.
How you deal with it? Like you don't know what he done been through.
Yeah.
Uh-oh,
No,
wait
you
a minute.
don't. No, you don't. No, you don't.
You don't know what he done been through.
All right, then, player. Tell Todd I say what's up.
I will. I seen his butt the other day this weekend.
All right, cool.
We're doing good. We're doing good.
All right, I'm gonna say some on the phone. I'll let you. I'll call you
Okay.
again. All right.
Okay. All right.
Sing King Truth said, I think he was talking about his daughter went to college and she has kids that made her grow up because she's supposed to be handling his property or his bond. And Dion can't handle it. Huh, let's see here. Let's see here. 'Cause I want to be fair now. I want to be fair. All right, let me see. Give me a second.
A kid make you grow up.
Uh-huh.
So she got a kid. She
This boy pretty bad, aren't I? I'm pretty bad with this thing, aren't I? I'm pretty bad with this thing.
handle her business. Her baby in college, 2-year college. He don't understand that part.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? So, yeah. Well, that's all.
It's hot.
Like a fucking bitch, man. Man, why you talking to me like that, nigga? I said, man, because you know what? This how I mean you fall out. You talking so goddamn fast. So I'm going to forgive you for that because I talk fast. You got some of the goddamn traits right, guys. So I'm going to forgive you on that. You just acting slow, nigga. I said.
Uh-oh. Didn't somebody in the chat, wasn't that girl that was speaking about personality traits? Look at Nesto.
No, not. I'm just in the jail where I can't talk the way I want to talk. And they use everything you say against you when you ain't talking the right way.
Correct, right.
You know what I'm saying? But in his mind.
Now, it's funny he bring that up. I'm kind of, man, listen, King, I appreciate that. Did y'all hear what he just said just then?
Right, guys. So I'm going to forgive you on that. You just acting slow, nigga. I said, no, not. I'm just in the jail where I can't talk the way I want to talk. And then.
All right. Now, I want to pause right there for just a second, and then I'm going to get to what King said a while ago. You see what he just said? The calls hadn't came out yet. The calls don't come out for September of 2023. I believe I'm about 95% sure. I'll leave a window of close at 5%. The calls came out in September. So they hadn't came out yet. But you hear him telling Dre, he needs to be careful about what he say over them phones. I want to use that to back me up a little bit more on the argument we were having the other night in how he would carry himself against how Sonya wanted him to talk and speak to her and freaky deek and phone sex and all of that carrying on, right? She wanted him to express himself openly. And he kept telling her he can't do that. I have it up as far as I can go. There's nothing else I can do. That joker he need to speak up. Yeah, my volumes are up as high as they'll go. But let me double check though. Let me double check. Monitor the mic recording to you guys. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's the best I got. So he knew he was talking on the, he knew to be careful talking on these phones. That's why I don't have no mercy on his ass. He knew what was up. And he knew he did not want to be talking too crazy to Sonya, even though I feel like in his heart he wanted to. I feel like he was really into her, especially by now. They ended 2022 on a bang. Everybody's emotions were everywhere. The lawyer, he done got him some. Sonya, she done wasted time with the lawyer. In between that, him not telling Nesto what he was telling Shirley. He asking, it was, listen, it was the biggest rigmarole. It was.
Use everything you say against you when you talk.
And they'll character check you. So those of y'all that was in court the other night, if you know, you know. What's up, Seceding 222? I was getting worried about you. I hadn't seen you in a minute. What's happening with you? So that was one of the reasoning that I was trying to introduce on the record when y'all kept saying, you know, he was trying to push her off the other guys. He wasn't studying her. He was trying to let her date. He wasn't, all of that was just play. It was play. It was play. He wasn't that stupid. He knew, especially by then, I can't be, because they're going to listen to these calls. And if they got it blatantly right there in front of my face, her face, the court's face, that I'm slipping and sliding and loving on my side thing, I'm talking to my side more than I'm talking to my wife. So there's strike number 2. He wasn't in it with Sonya for the money because he knew Sonya couldn't touch Shirley and what she had access to. 2, he wasn't going to be talking freaky to her on the phone like she wanted, was simply because he didn't want that to go against his character in case that day come when he's sitting in front of 12 jurors. He didn't want that. Now, with that being said, let me catch myself back up with the chat. Right, he dropped out, then he went back. 2 weeks and got a match. I'm only buying the book. Secret Truth said, I think he was talking about his daughter. Oh, yeah, that's where we were headed. Thank you. Thank you, Truth.
The right way.
Correct, right.
You know what I'm saying? But in his mind, I'm talking soft. I'm not direct to the point. I got to get direct to the point. I said, all right, man. There ain't no problem. But he don't know I had my little setup with my other folks, with his sisters, and he didn't know that.
Oh. See, King. Goodness gracious almighty. They can't with my chat. They cannot. King. You're right. I'm wrong. I'll let each to their own on that. K Factor was wrong. I thought he was making a comparison between Sonya's kid or son and trying to, even though none of this never happened, but making him pretend to feel some type of way. But he actually was talking about his other folks, Dion's sister. Very good, Seeking King. That is all right there. That's all right there. You were right. I was wrong. This is where it's happening at over here. It's happening over here. Chat, that girl, sweet, Ms. See, you're not really in this one. Did y'all catch that?
Correct, right.
You know what I'm saying? But in his mind, I'm talking soft. I'm not direct to the point. I got to get direct to the point. I said, all right, man. There ain't no problem. But he don't know I had my little setup with my other folks, with his sisters, and he didn't know that. I ain't
There it
that because
is.
he can't.
No. Seeking truth, you was fine. Stand on your square. Stand on it. Your first comment on this subject, you was right. You were right. He was talking about his daughter. And now that I think about it, damn, was the child in college? I think so. I think that one little moment where he talked to his oldest daughter. I don't normally do this. Seeking King. That one where you wrote, oh, okay, sorry, he was talking about Tamaz. My apologies. Take that down. Seeking truth. Take that down. Your first one was right. And that's the end of that. We can keep it moving now. Take that up out of there. I don't want to do it. You do it. You were right the very first time. The rest of us, I ain't going to put y'all in it. I was wrong. And you hit it right out the park. So if you don't mind, for your sake and my sake, you can officially move that where you apologizing when there's no need to. Apologize for nothing. You did nothing. You listened and heard what I didn't. And after further examination, I'm going to keep my word. I got to change my mind on that. He was not talking about Sonya's son. He was actually talking about Dion's sister, which is his daughter. And you is on point.
Handle that type of responsibility. So you got them kids make you grow up. So she got a kid and she been handling her business. Her baby in college, 2-year college. He don't understand that part. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah. Well, that's all. That's it. I'm going to let it fly. We're going to see. This is a hell of a book I got to play. Hell of a book. Hell of a story. Yes, it is. I don't think nobody got me like this one. So,
Yeah.
that's it. So I ain't going to call until after the 13th. See what we really going. But we text. I don't text that. I don't talk that much.
Yeah. They charge all the texts too?
Yeah, it charges a text. Every time she texts, it's, I think it's 25 cents. And it's free for me to text back. Yeah. Yeah. So
25 cents for a text.
yeah, 25% for a text. But that, yeah. And then look at, shit crazy, man. It's
Peter said if Ernest was so careful about the phone, he would not have had his attorney having him to tell him to shut the fuck up on the phone. Yeah, but by that time he had gotten emotional. See, I'm gonna assume you've never been locked up. And if you have, which I kind of doubt, but if you have, your process most likely went a lot smoother than his. I mean, let's be honest for a second. Let's see, can we separate ourselves from our personal feelings of, how he handled Shirley Strawberry, talking shit about her, letting Sonya talk a shit about her, pick at her and poke and make fun and laughing at her and shit and carrying on. If you can step out of that for just a second and gather yourself around what we know is the case to be, why Nesto wasn't able to bond out somewhere around July the 9th of 2022. By the time Nesto was down into this time of the year, November of 2022, that's 3 years ago now, my man like to been starring in One Who Went Over the Cuckoo Nest. And I always thought it was odd for what they were charging him with, from what I understand. Every last one of those charges should have been bondable. Should have been. But instead, they string this out for the duration and the remainder of 2022, which then puts him into January when Sonya told him, remember, I need you to be so calm. I need you to be so calm. I mean, and don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Well, you can say the word fuck. Remember? You can say the word fuck if you want to, but don't say nothing. And if she read those charges off, that came in January. All of this other money activity, I never did, and I still don't to this day. Understand why, if he went to jail on July the 7th, 2022, why in the world he wasn't bonded out by the 10th on those charges. I don't know. I was just curious. I never could wrap my head around that. Anyway, Tina said Ernest has never said anything about Sonya's son. He only responds to her. Well, he did ask her one time, evidently, I guess it flashed on the phone or something, and Nesto noticed that Tomas seemed like he was upset, and Nesto was double checking with Sonya to make sure, he was good. Was everything all right with him? And I'm gonna use this to support that. Remember the example he was making to Shirley? Something to the effect of a mama going away with the boyfriend and leaving the son unattended or some shit, or lack of you remember? It was on a Drake call where Drake, I think it was near the end. Yeah, when Shirley was like, I'm tired of this. It was on that one. At the very end, he's explaining to her about him feeling, or it seems like, or Shirley was dealing with him like a mother running off with her boyfriend and not dealing with the son's emotions. Am I going crazy? No, I ain't going crazy. That happened. So Tina says many were not getting bond at that time. Oh, okay. And they were building a case against him. They were lining up victims. The victims hadn't came. Oh, well, okay. Oh, okay. I think I see where you're headed to. So when they arrested him, which then they got that, and I do stand 10 toes. I don't care if somebody disagree with this. When they illegally entered it into that truck, they started looking at building a case, and they were lining up victims. I think I understand. I think I have good understanding, Cecile. If I said anything wrong in my analysis of that, please let me know. But I think I understand that's what you were talking about. That's still weird. That's still weird. He talked about being in a wheelchair. That's right. That's right. Same call. That's right. We on the same page. Yes, he did.
5 cents a minute. Just so you look at a picture somebody sent you. So that shit add up so fucking minute. You don't realize how
5 cents a minute?
5 cents a minute, sir. 5 minutes in. That
If
shit
somebody
adds up
send you a
quick.
50 on your check, somebody
Yeah.
making some money. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They're making money out of this shit. This shit, man, this is technology right now. A motherfucker can get you fucked up. So they're going to get their money regardless, any kind of way. Ain't no more free calls. They just talked that Monday. So I can't call it free no more, none of that either. So all this shit just stopped. So
Ms. JJ, K Factor, don't fret about why Nesto didn't get bond early on. He was 75 years old, too old to have even one charge, and had already been to jail 3 times. I heard Shirley say that. I sure did. While married to Shirley. All right. On that, you're right. It seems like I'm fretting about it. But those 3 times when he went to jail that Shirley mentioned and you just mentioned, wasn't 2 of those by mistake? Was not Shirley getting on to him about, yo, you need to really get in there and get your record cleaned up, and something to the effect of him having a common name, and they had locked him up for a few minutes, maybe a couple of days, until they ironed it out and realized they had the wrong Ernest Nesto? My question is, was that in the number of the 3 times you mentioned and Shirley mentioned? Steve said yes. They said it when they arrested him on the news. They told them to contact them. That's why Shirley's daughter, was contacted at the beginning. Say less then. Say less. Say less. Plus, the child stuff on his on his computer. I got you. I got you. The fruit from the poisonous tree. I got you. Nope, only by mistake. Uh-huh. That was Nesto's story. I got you.
it's just time for me to get on out of here and go on, do what I got to do. But I mean, you curious how I'm going to move? It's
Right. She was saying he need to get his stuff together. But I thought also inside of that was maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe I'm wrong about that. But I thought that was within those 8 years he went to jail, and come to find out it wasn't him. Hell, I don't know. It could have been just a lie. It's hard to tell.
whole different way. I can tell you that right now.
You're going to have to.
Yeah, whole different way.
You're going to have to.
You're talking about a person just, everything got to have a fine-tooth comb.
Yeah, Ms. J, but yeah, but yeah. By now, yes. But I'm being careful how I articulate this. First, let me say the fact that they don't need the truck or the evidence in the truck, I'm a humbly disagree with you. Although I did hear Wooden and them on this very discussion, because if not for the one thing, there wouldn't have been no BCD. Now, I'm not saying don't get on that boy ass if he harmed, hurt, pushed himself upon. I know I heard this one sister talking about her experience with him and trying to get just a simple job. Man, man. And see, here's where some people fall out with me. I repeat, I'm not saying a female won't lie. I'll say again, I am not suggesting or saying in any matter or manner that a female won't lie. What I am saying is for the sisters in them that's telling the truth, that's a heavy price for a sister to put her own name and experience out there, and that the whole time is based off of a lie. That's what I'm trying to say. If that young lady that I listened to explain how many times he was making her come out of her clothes for the damn interview, and then he pulls over and tells her he wants to get his pencil sharpened inside of her, I heard Sonya mess with him earlier today. I'm about tempted to go there, but I got something I need to do. But before that, Sonya was messing with him. Go back there and strip. Go back there and take your clothes off. Huh? Girls, go back there and take your clothes off. God damn. Now, either Sonya got whiff of that, because remember, K-Factor is late. When all of this stuff was dropping, I was on something else. I was studying the YSL situation. So unless Sonya already heard that interview with the young sister and then came back and just kind of threw it in Nesto's face, that's one thing. If Nesto has a trend of telling females, strip, take your clothes off, my boy might be in some trouble. And they real smooth now. They might bring his girl in to second emotion it. They have his nasty bag and DNA, I'm sure. Okay. I got to go up just a tad. Hold on. He told Shirley the story knowing he could flim flam her. Oh, okay. Nesto, hold on. God, dog, I moved it too fast. Hold on, let me go. I want to catch. Many were not getting bonnet. Okay, I got that part. Be so calm. Yes, what she said, Mo girl. Seceded said he talked about being in a wheelchair. Yep, we covered that on that particular part of the phone call that day. Okay, and then Seceded said, yes, they said it when they arrested him on the news. True. Seceded told MJ that was true. That was true what she said. Plus the child stuff on the pewter. Nope, not by mistake. That was Nesto's story. They don't need the truck. Okay. Nesto lied. It wasn't me. He lied to Shirley. He did say that. He sure did. He told Shirley that story knowing he could flim flam her. Yeah, the tearing down the black men. Yeah. They have his nasty bag and DNA, I'm sure. Ms. J said they have the teacher and the real estate lady and the SA victim to testify. Don't forget the phone records. Absolutely. Sonya won't let you forget the phone records. You understand? Their experience were similar without even hearing each. See, yeah. Okay, so see, exactly. That's the way my mind was going when I was like, oh shit. But that shows a repeated pattern. Huh? That shows a repeated pattern. And Erica King, Queen of the South. What's up, Nesto? My OG. You know when my OG called, I got to pull up. Even Melody's story was similar on his vehicle. I want his. I'm not going to press this. I'm not going to press their name or the situation. What I don't know is, was that Melody speaking? Sounded like a younger lady out trying to get a job. Erica was there. Her name was Miss Jones at the time. Dion was there when she went back to try to get her shit back. Was it not Dion that told her? No, scratch that. She asked her friend, a person she had became cool with, or maybe it was a friend girl of hers. Either or, she asked somebody to get her equipment. Did not Dion, when got whiffed of it, they told her no, leave it there, let her come back and get it. Dion don't know. I didn't mean to mention it tonight. I'm on his ass on that shit. I'm on his ass now. Uh-huh. That's some low down. That all, you know what? I'm gonna just leave that. I'm gonna leave that part. No. I'm not gonna, don't get it twisted. I'm not finna leave it alone. I'm gonna just sit that on the shelf and come back to it. But Dion, if that girl was really trying to get her equipment back after what she experienced with your daddy, to the point to where she had to lie and say that her cycle was on, that's sad. That's some, call me what you want to call me. I got 4 daughters. I have 1 shovel, and I have a bunch of child heads, a bunch of children, a heap of children to assist you. My baby trying to get a job. You got her getting out her clothes. Then you talking about prizing yourself in her to let yourself go because of who you're married to. And that's your way of proving. Y'all play some slick ass games up in that world. It's a wonder somebody didn't get their wig pushed back. Real talk. It's a wonder. And then that girl had my cycle on, and that's the only reason why she got away for that moment. If that is true, along with your daughter, along with whatever the hell you were trying to goddamn, I don't know. It's a lot. Or whatever you were trying to put Sheraton in, bro, when it comes down to it, whatever happened, bro. And however they deal with it, they deal with it. No, man, ain't nobody, oh no, brothers got to stick together. Fuck that. Hell up out of here with that. That's what them Christians do. They operate under that same thing. I can say and do and treat you any old type of way, and then come back and ask one of the gods for love and forgiveness, or put it in one of the gods' name. You can pick one, get forgiveness, and carry your ass to sleep at night. No matter who you hurt early in the day, you have that option under that fate to be able to pick you one, ask it or them to forgive you, and then carry your ass to sleep. I hate that. I just cannot stand that.
Everything, I had that, but right now my comb got to get real small now. Can't get one of those
Right.
small combs that you can't comb my afro with. Yeah, that's how thin.
Right.
That's how thin this motherfucker
Yeah, you're going to have to, because if they doing all this to try to set you away and take a year out of your life.
I'll challenge that Erica is the star witness. I don't think so. She might be a collaborating witness, but because if she is, and Nesto do what he said he's gonna do, and what his co-counsel Sonya suggested he do, if he's gonna really take this shit all the way to the box, have each person to come in and explain themselves to them strangers about or to what he has alleged done to them. I don't know if Erica would hold up against the cross-examination. I don't know. I don't know how she will hold. Because if she's in it, and if she's Miss Jones, I'm just saying, I don't know, allegedly. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm confused. Something's wrong with me. No, I'm just playing. Allegedly. If she's Miss Jones and she's standing there while people getting butt bonky, she complicit. Remember, Erica's in on the whole little money fraud. We got a fake credit fixing system. We're taking in donations and not doing what we, that type of shit. Yeah. I marched him into a courtroom a couple of times and won. That's one thing. If Erica is linked to the SA in anything from that tree, I don't see how she wiggled herself out of that. If she's Miss Jones. Yup, Hazel. I am Hazel and Nova Savannah. See, it said Dion knows his dad is disgusting. I don't know. Dion did tell his dad, if anybody know what's going on, it's you. He tried her. The time they put her phone in. Yes, that's exactly, Seceding. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Absolutely. You and I are on the same page on that. I came by that because y'all gave me some homework. I never knew that was out there, never heard of it. I'm not even too for sure who all the victims are. I know some of y'all do. I know y'all been on top of this. I, on the other hand, hadn't gotten that far yet. I'm strictly 100% Team Shirley. And I didn't like this doggone head, bobblehead looking ass Negro running around here laughing and clowning on his damn wife. He could have did the cheat thing. I'd have kept it moving. But you don't never let no side chick talk shit against your wife. Call your wife's name. Call her position. Call out her title. Mock her. Pick on. You don't do that. No. That's a capital violation. And he allowed her to keep on doing it. And kept on. And trying to play on the other side. He hard. But he out there in them street, he make, and he Mr. Negro. I didn't know this other stuff was out here until I came across that sister. And I felt bad for the sister. Now, this stream, video, whatever, gets in the hand of somebody. Oh, he must be scared of us. There must be something wrong with you. You must have didn't have no mother. You must don't have no sisters. And you must don't have no daughters. You don't have no female cousins you care about. If you think there's something cute and functional about having a female to come in for a job, and she's not stripping, she says she was familiar with that field of study. She thought it was a little strange, but not weird. But then the second time, then the third time, now you're in the back seat. And the poor child got to tell you her cycle is on and plead with you. You big boy, I ain't even finna, boy, you, boy, they, boy. And then you running around in jail scared. Don't want your shit to get out, but you talking shit about other people. Dre didn't get on your ass the right way, though. He was limelighting there for a minute. While he catching videos that you sending of your daughter having a mental breakdown. The hell going on with all y'all over there? Anyway, Bo Girl said, so y'all can't stand Erica Kane like I can't stand her ass. You know, oh, hold on, chat thing. You know what? I want to bring my chat thing over here. I'm going to bring y'all over here, and then I'll send this over there so I can use my hand. And let me open this up a little bit. And let me drum this down like that. All right. Now, let me slide this over here. Okay. Now let's see what's going on here. Queen of the South. Yep, Hazel. I got all of that. Erica and Miss Jones are two different people. Are they now? Okay. Erica, hold on 1 second. Erica King, if that is true, and I trust the seed in them, I trust them. If Erica King and Miss Jones are two different people, then let me apologize to Erica King. You don't and you are not complicit to this part of the case. Therefore, I'm withdrawing your name out of that. Is Miss Jones in trouble? Huh? That's bait. I'm going to take a female and lure them in. Y'all telling me there's no... All right. So y'all can't stand Erica Kane like I can't stand her ass. You know what I'm saying? You get me? Oh, shoot. Mo, you something else, boy. You a handful, Mo. Zena says, you must be cram listening to the calls. No, because what I got, I have. It's just that, well, let me read it out first. You must be crammed listening to the calls because Miss Jones is one person and Erica is another person. And I'm telling you, I didn't know. I didn't hear about the Miss Jones thing until maybe about a week ago. Y'all gave me some homework on something. I got it noted up here somewhere. And I went in and came across this sister explaining her experience in trying to get a job there between a Miss Jones and a Nesto. I hadn't heard Nesto or Sonya bring up a Miss Jones, not to my knowledge. So yes, since everybody got all these goddamn different names anyway, I thought possibly Erica King was the same as Miss Jones. But you explained they're not. So I take that at face value. Erica is only in on money and rent scams and playing lawyer. We've been here from the beginning. We know the players and their positions. LOL. And Miss J, I don't know who that's to, because you've heard me tell you all along, I cannot be any more clearer. When y'all were watching this, I was watching the YSL. Therefore, I don't need nobody to tell me I'm late. I've already admitted to that. I already have. I cannot be any more clearer. I can't tell the truth no further. I always say, y'all got a head start. That's why I refer back. Why do you think y'all can correct something? You see how King came in? You see how Seeking came in? Ran it down. I didn't cuss. I didn't knock him or her, whoever it is. I didn't challenge them. All I did was rewind back and listen. And when I listened, very close, very good, I told Seeking I was wrong. They were not talking about Sonya's son. They was talking about Dion's sister, which means Nesto was talking about his daughter. Boom, bam, clear. Never a come up again any differently. That's not shocking because he let Sonya do the same thing with Dre, Dion, and Lamont. She dogged them all. Mo Girl said, I meant Sonya can't stand Erica King. No, she cannot. She does. Now, that part is a fact. She will probably testify. The only thing I'm going to say on that is, if you're talking about Erica King might testify, that's going to be on the money side of it, which we've established that. And it may be a good possibility he plea on those. I'm sure he's been thinking about it. He mentioned it a few times. He never went into anything, deep. He know these calls are being recorded. Ms. Jones used to work the bars for him to bring in customers. Then I have Jones, and Jones, and Jones, attorney at law. More like Mo Larry and Curly. Enough said. I like that, Mo Girl. Cecita said, they all mention Miss Jones. They interviewed with her. She's even in videos. Erica is the intellectual one. Miss JJ, yes, Erica definitely is 100%. Oh, okay, yeah. Now, I mean, come on. Erica marched them into a courtroom and won. I'm talking about Miss Jones. You talking about Miss Jones what? Is the intellectual one? Miss Jones definitely is 100%. I'm talking about Miss Jones. Okay. So are we. I just don't know who Miss Jones is. If I come across her, I'll make a note that this here, ladies and gentlemen, is Mrs. Jones. All right. Well, listen up. That tapered into a little Dre Hood and Nesto being questioned by his homie as to when he gets out. It's going to be interesting in how Nesto moves. That's what he came up with. Other than that, I have a few more things. I'm not going to play the little clips that I wanted to play. Y'all said a couple things in here that kind of interest me a little bit. I'm going to dive into those a little tad. I'm going to come back. Oh, okay. I'm talking about Miss Jones is going to testify. Okay, let me ask you this then, Cecilia, while we're on that subject. I take it. If you don't know, you can just tell me you don't know. The Miss Jones person, they were never charged with anything. True? Miss J said she was on Nesto's Instagram, which Sonya deleted. Yeah, that sounds kind of familiar. It do seem like I remember something like that. I think, did that happen when Sonya was, okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. Oh shit, oh shoot, oh jump. Let me just sit that there. I'm gonna check into that. All right, so this is the timeline we're gonna try to operate up under. There would be no ride to work in the morning because it's Saturday. I have a few things I want to do in my garage. I want to go take a look at two things. And then I'm going to come back. I'm going to sit here in my office. I'm going to leave this chat just like it is. I'm going to go in. I am going to build my last couple of pieces of the Dre thing into this. And then from there, not with him, but she has a shady past too. Okay, but so she did not wind up getting any of this legal fiasco with him. I can't imagine how whoever she is, she wasn't complicit. And I should have known better with Miss Jones and Erica being the same person, because I could see them having some leeway on the fraud cases and whatever was going on that tree. Remember, we're dealing with two different trees here. We have the original tree that he originally was arrested for, and then we have the discovery of what was in the black truck and everything that stemmed from that. Two different trees. The tree over here with Erica, I could see them working something out. and make Nesto the big fish. He the big dog. I was starting to begin to question if they would have let Erica slide, if she had anything to do with the essays, the aura, the PD, the S. That's about as many of them I could think of right now. If she had been in on that, I don't think they would have had let it slid. Meaning, I don't think she would have been at home. But nevertheless, though, it's Miss Jones, though. And I'm a little shocked. If the old girl that I listened to, talking about the phone in the freezer, if she implicated the Miss Jones and they saw no wrongdoing, Miss Jones shall do what Erica's doing. Go somewhere and sit her ass down. But she got away with the chinny chin chin because that shit looked like a setup to have a female forced upon by some old dirty ass goddamn acting ass man who's a DNA expert who knows who his stepdaughter's baby daddy is. We're talking about a man, instead of helping his daughter overcome whatever is standing in her way, he recording her and then sending it out. My man was really setting some shit up. And I can't wait to find out what was all of this about. Because you definitely seem to be trying to discredit some people before the fight even gets off the ground. There are focusing on his financial crimes, yes. Just play the song. Ms. Jones, you will find an old video of her. Say less.
Beat money.
Ms. Jones probably hiding somewhere. Yeah, this was not even y'all. I'm telling you, whoever the young lady was that did the interview, that had to put her phone in the freezer and strip and had to plead with them that her cycle was on. That girl, that's the person who I heard bring up the Miss Jones. And mistakenly thinking in my head, was it possible Miss Jones and Erica was the same? Y'all, I mean, gee whiz. Erica playing all types of people. Why the hell she couldn't have been Miss Jones? That's how I was in my thinking. Anyway, we'll continue on. I'm going to try to bring that Dre to a conclusion. And then what I hope to do is use Sunday. But we'll just wait and see. We'll announce that on tomorrow. I appreciate y'all showing up. I learned a lot. I learned a freaking lot. That's all right there.
Beat money.
That's a good feeling. It's a good feeling when you walking away where you came in with nothing and left out with something. And Seeking King, you was the star of the show. You stand 10 toes down on something. Don't change your mind because you was definitely 100% right. And I, like I said, I'll let each to their own. I was wrong. Listen, guys, my name is Kaazon. I'm in charge of the K Factor. If you didn't hit the like button coming in, please tap that thing on your way out. Don't cost you nothing. It's just one little flip, kapoom, and it's done. You been undid your part. Always, any questions or concern, you can reach me at kaazon@gmail.com. That's Kaazon, 2 A's, Kaazon, for any questions or concerns. Most certainly gonna get back to Dre. There are a lot of calls between him and Dre, and a lot of them are long. But I'm gonna peel them apart. We're here on the Gulf Coast, here in Pensacola, Florida. We're sitting at 58 degrees right now tonight out the door. The weather people said it's clear. Get you some rest. Chill on out. It's Saturday coming up. I want to thank all of y'all for making this possible. I am really, really having fun with this. This is, and it's interesting. Very interesting. The Dragon of Nesto is still hot on the grill.
Beat money.
Be sure to check back with us. See where we go. All right, until the next time, y'all go ahead and lay it on back. We'll pick this thing on up sometime tomorrow. I'll try to put out pre-alert, let you know about what time I'm gonna get the rocking and rolling. And we'll make that Dre Day. What Dre call do you think you want to hit next? I want to go back, deal with him with that affidavit. I want to deal with him when he was questioning Nesto about what he wanted to know about those kids and dogs, and they needed to take a ride and talk about it. Which led up to Nesto feeling some type of way. So he told Sonya. He said, Sonya, when I went to go pick up my boy Dre down in them woods and swamps, he looked like Swamp Thing. I'm playing. He ain't say that for real. He ain't say that for real. I said that. He ain't say that for real. Swamp Thing. Dre did say he looked a mess. He said, I looked a mess. That what Dre said? So anyway, that gives you a little idea of where I'm going to be creeping at. Might have to go back and catch that last call with Shirley when she was done, because Dre had some inner reaction and he made some pretty good points that I think is worth sharing. Nevertheless, we'll see what we come up with. Until then, peace. Have a good evening. Will do. We'll check that in just a few shakes.
Beat money.
my sample beat, Moments in Love, with a small feature of Art of Noise. Yeah, Mo, Dre was hurt. Especially when he told them, man, Nesto, we done been through a lot, but we ain't never let no woman come in between us. And then, and see, when I touched that, I might as well let that, you know what? That needs to just be one full video, because when Nesto hangs up with Dre, he calls Sonya. She ain't getting no shits for real, for real. She did not. I'm going to tell you somebody else that was hurt, and then I'm gone. Nesto was hurt. Nesto said, you never know, you don't never, I don't really be wanting to hurt the people, you know, that I care about, and they care about me. Man, I'm out of here. Good night.